What up, YouTube? Just want to give you guys a quick update on CnD Arena. This project is becoming it's becoming big just because of the fact that I've spent hours and hours and hours on it this weekend. You guys would have absolutely no idea. I think with just between Sunday and today, I've spent about 20 hours total-ish. Maybe not exactly 20 hours. I would say between 18 to 20. I'm non-stop doing this. It's 10 o'clock right now. I took about a 2-hour break sometime today, and I started at about 10 o'clock this morning, so that's about 10 hours right there, and yesterday I did about the same. Anyways, pretty much getting on to this. Arc of Legends. Arc of Legends is the first basic starter deck for CnD Arena. Within Arc of Legends, you will be getting 100 cards, and those 100 cards are going to consist of 70 creatures. And the creatures are awesome. Now, I've made a couple quick updates to these templates themselves, and you're going to notice that right down here. All the moves now are in orange text, or orange color, instead of white. And I also have the abilities here are slightly different. So now we have Guard, let's see, Ambush, Passive, Combat, and there's another one in here that says Defeated. Those are different ways of just pretty much saying, like, Guard, aka when attacked, receives -1 damage from the attacking creature and spells. And then Ambush, when played, you may discard Adventurer to play any level creature from your hand. So these are just quick ways of kind of remembering. Plus I want to kind of color code these, that way if I was versing somebody and I see that Guard, I know that I need to look out for when I'm attacking Abomination. And same thing with the Ambush and the Passive and things like this. These are things that are easily able to spot, and it just makes the game a little bit easier, I think, in my opinion. Yeah, so here we have about, now yesterday, again, I've worked about 18 hours on this. So I've pretty much finished all the 70 creature cards, and now I'm going to show you the 30 spell cards. Now spell cards, now I've eliminated the idea of item cards. There are no longer items. What you do is you can play spells, and certain spells like this Arcane Hammer would act as an item. So you're playing this magical spell that will give you an additional buff, and Conjures are the new type of spell. And what you can do with Conjures are pretty much attach them to your creature, and when you attach them to your creature, they stay in play until that creature is defeated. So in the case of Arcane Hammer, we have attached to one allied creature in the front row. That creature gains +2 attack until defeated. So that's pretty good. It is a level 2, and it is an epic. Oh, and since I'm sitting here with the epic, so I just decided to go with purple. The reason I went with purple is a couple of you guys said purple would be okay. I got an email saying that purple is something different, and it's not something that you usually see in games, where most of the time it's yellow or red or maybe sometimes teal. But purple is something different, so I wanted to go with, you know, something a little stranger. We have Chain Lightning, which is great. Confuse, which is cool because you can make your enemy hit themselves for 1 turn. Counter, you can stop any spell the enemy plays and play it against the enemy, which is amazing. Elements is a great level 5 card. In the highest levels there are up to 5. Fireball, Force Field, Heal, Imitate, Level Up. Level Up, I would expect to see this probably in everybody's deck. It increases your level by 1, then discard this card. So it's a permanent level up, which is amazing. So I just see this card being in everybody's deck. Phase Shift, which is pretty good. You stop and discard any one spell, pretty much just like a cancel. Another Conjure spell. Portal, which is pretty cool if you guys have ever played this game. Obviously, it's a little take on the game Portal. You can move one allied creature that is in play to an open front or back row position, then discard this card. The creature's ambush ability does not take effect. So once ambush goes, that's the only time it's ever triggered, so that's why that says that. Regeneration's great, fully heal one ally creature. Resurrection, you can place a creature from discard pile back into your hand. You got Sacrifice, Shock Orb, Sight, allows you to look at your enemy's hand. A lot of cool spells here. And a couple of the creature cards are going to look like this. Angel, Archon, Beholder. This is awesome. If anybody follows the Facebook, you would have seen Beholder. He's just awesome looking. We got Berserker, Blasphemy, Blink, Cleric, Gretel, Crow, which is great. So a lot of rebalancing. God, in probably the last like 5 hours I've spent literally balancing this deck out. So we've got the Dark, which is an alignment. Dark is one of the alignments that allow you to pretty much debuff your enemy's creatures. It also deals a lot with the discard pile, so a lot of the time, like for Darkling's example, when it's defeated, you may defeat any one allied creature that is in play. That's nuts. For level 2, that's crazy. It only does 1 damage, but this is an amazing ability. Really, really cool, because you can remove an allied creature from your area to place a new. So if your playfield's too clogged, this is a great ability to have. Devil, I mean, look at that guy. He's insane. But Dark is really big on using these effects to really debuff and use the discard pile to their advantage. Whereas we have Light, they're really big on buffing your team as well as healing your team, which is great. So all light allied creatures, including Dragonborn, do double damage to neutral targets. So everybody in the light alignment is doing some crazy double damage to the neutral, and the neutral, we'll get to that in a second. You're gonna want Fire Shout. Here we go, Druid. Now, for level 2, only 5 and 2, it's not bad. Most of the time what you're going to see with the neutral are just, they're buffed. They're really, really bigly, I don't know if that's a word, but they're buffed like crazy. You'll see in like other ones. I mean, for level 2 for 6 and with armor class, those neutral are beasts, and rightfully so. Most of them are beasts. They're mostly animals, but they're passive aggressive. They stay in the back. They don't want to be huge aggressive attackers. Hence, most of the time you're only going to see a little bit of attack here, but a lot of the time you're going to see what is just this passive aggressive take on this. So combat, roll 1 die. If 1 or 6 is rolled, do double damage. So this has a potential of doing 4. But we can see from the Electric Eel, he's a neutral card. He's just pretty much laying down these traps. So for the Shock Trap, when a new enemy creature enters play, it receives 2 damage. So that's pretty nuts. Just or 2 direct damage. So it bypasses any armor class that they have and goes right to their life. And this is how the neutral guys work. They're just heavily armored and heavily lifed. Don't do really much for attack, but their abilities are nuts. And then the last class is the Chaotic. Chaotic, I don't know, I think there might be a couple that have an armor class, but most of them don't have an armor class at all. But they do direct damage like nobody's business. These guys are they just throw down, and when they throw down, it's ridiculous, because they're doing 3 direct damage. I mean, just Fire Blast alone does 3 direct damage when it's played, and now look at their attacks, are nuts. But they have no armor, so they're just, if you're hitting them, you're going to be killing them like nothing. Here's another example. No armor, higher life, which is pretty nice. But it's doing some more crazy attacks. So passive right here for every, so the passive, when in play, for every creature Flesh Golem defeats, gain +1 attack. So not only is he already starting off with 3, but he's just doing crazy damage, and he gets stronger and stronger the more he skins. But yeah, that's a good taste of the alignments, and I've really been doing my best the last few hours to really balance this out. And obviously there's still going to be days and then play testing and stuff like that, but as far as really kind of balancing a lot of these guys out, that's all I've been doing. These guys have definitely been awesome. And the last thing I wanted to tell you guys, so obviously we have Arc of Legends, which is the 100 card basic deck. It again comes with 70 creatures, and then it'll also come with 30 spells. We also have 5 5 additional decks, and these will be 50 card decks. And right now I'm kind of working on Crypt of Shadows, and Crypt of Shadows is the dark alignment deck. So if you want to build an alignment that's more based around the dark deck, which are great, these cards are amazing. I mean, just a taste of that is you're going to see mostly dark here. Now there's going to be a couple of the other alignments, but it's more focused on the dark here. Like Blood Thief, the Boogeyman's in here, which is nuts. Bone Dragon, he's crazy. Skeletal Breath, roll 5 dice, do 1 damage for every 1, 2, 3, or 4 rolled. So you have great odds for possibly doing 5 damage, that's just nuts in itself. Butcher Imp, he's pretty good. Choose 1 target to receive 3 direct damage. That's amazing. I mean, that's pretty sweet. A lot of these guys, again, are going to be dealing mostly with the defeated kind of stuff, or right here, so guard, negate the target's AC when countering, so you just remove all of their armor class and just go right for them when you're countering, which is nuts. The Dark Priest is pretty sweet. All dark ally creatures gain +2 life, and then choose 1 target to receive 2 direct damage and heal 1 target 2 damage. That's crazy. So you're just healing yourself up and stuff like that and doing direct damage. It immediately defeats any 1 target in play. This one's one of the more powerful creatures. So the Ghost Scion is one of the only creatures I think so far that has this attack and this ambush. So when played, immediately defeat any 1 target in play. That's beastly. I mean, you could put him in the back row, but he's gonna shine here because that's just removing guys for you. Ghost, Hell's Traitor is just this is the only level 5 epic card there is in the game so far, and each deck for alignment or per alignment is gonna have one, but this is the first one I did, and he's nasty. Like, you have no idea. Eat the Weak, gain +2 attack for every allied creature Hell's Traitor defeats. So this is just going to go up and up and up. And then Hell's Fire. When defeated, place 1 enemy creature from the enemy's discard pile to the enemy's deck. That's pretty good for numerous reasons, and you can pull some really cool combos off of that, which is pretty nuts, and that's always great. Ice Devil, Lich, we got the Magic Skull, who's really big on buffing you up. Mother, which is pretty insane. All allied creatures may roll again on an unsuccessful AC roll, which is nuts. And then here again, Tomb of Death. When defeated, the attacking creature is also defeated immediately. Again, this is very powerful stuff here. The dark guys are pretty nasty. Poltergeist, Quasit's pretty cool. Shadow's just nuts. You can barely see him, but he's there. We got the Skeleton, Soul Eater, which is nuts. Spectre, Thorn Demon. Thorn Demon's another good example. The attacking creature receives 3 direct damage. And Guard, so he's just minusing you like crazy. But yeah, that's the Crypt of Shadows so far. The other ones, it is subject to change, but I think they're pretty much set in stone. So you have the Castle of Ethereal, which are going to be your light card deck. You got the Crypt of Shadows, which again is the dark deck. Forgotten Kingdoms will be the neutral deck. Pits of Madness will be the chaotic deck. And then the Book of Spells will be a spell-specific deck. So if you want to add additional spells to your current deck, this is going to be some pretty cool ones in here. And each one will have, I think it's 25 of that alignment, 5 of each of the other alignments, and then 10 spells, I believe. So plenty of stuff to work with, a lot of stuff to get. Really cool, really fun. Can't wait to show you guys more in the future. Hopefully you guys like this. If you liked it, please like these videos because it helps me out big time. And if you want to see more of these, please subscribe. You know, I'm going to try to pump these out as often as I can so you guys can stay up to date. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of your week, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.